Just kind of listening in Raz was talking about when you look at obviously Monday a little bit closer. You said maybe the final 40 minutes for you. What stands out about that moment where you're kind of trailing and it could go the other way, but just the way you dug in.
Yeah, it's huge for us, right? Obviously, they got some goals there, kind of in the slots, off of bodies, and I don't think that was affecting. Kind of obviously, you don't want to let up any goals against, but it wasn't almost due to the fact that we weren't playing like a bad game, right? We didn't feel that we were, right? So I think it was great that we were just kind of able to, put that behind us and just chip away at the game, right? Not all try to do it one shift because that's when it kind of gets out of hand for us. But it's just one shift at a time, and next shift out there, just kind of keep batting, keep progressing, and that's kind of what we did, and we kind of kept snowballing it over.
For your, it seemed like that game for your line was just kind of a blueprint game for your group. Like a lot of time in the offensive end, to score a goal by cycling. Was that kind of just like a blueprint night for your group?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's one of the better nights that we've had in the last couple of games. I'd say. I think when we're tough team, tough line, kind of when we're in there cycling, forecheck holding on to it, a lot of highs, getting pucks to the net, and crashing, banging, and then picking it up and doing it all over again. Right? It's tough to defend, and it's tough to play against. So we gotta keep that in the back of our mind and keep trying to do that every time we go out there.
How would you describe the mood right now, knowing that you are pretty close to that coveted playoff spot?
Yeah, I still say the mood's pretty high in here, right? I think there's a lot of belief, and you could see it when we go out and we play a complete game and consistent, and we're competitive. We're a hard team to beat, right? And I think we just gotta come out and believe in ourselves and kind of do that every night, and good things are going to happen for us.
How important is it just not looking too far ahead when you do have a few teams to climb over and you are within that striking distance?
Yeah, I think you got to just take it one game at a time, right? You never know kind of what's going to happen kind of down the stretch, right? Team could go on a big losing streak or a big winning streak, right? And so you can't really focus on any other teams. You just kind of focus on yourself and do it, and you can control, and that's just worrying about your game, right? So I think that's our attitude in here, is just go out and play one good hockey game and win that game and keep adding on to it.
I feel like it's getting a little bit lost. You guys are like literally 3 points. You guys are not far back from that second wild card spot, eh?
Yeah, we're right there, right? And I think, like I said, we can find our consistency kind of coming down the stretch here, and everyone's kind of playing for each other. If we can do that, and I think we're going to be a really hard team, and maybe surprise a lot of people.
Man, you talk about consistency. I mean, just how has your line been able to be so consistent on the defensive side of the puck when you're matched up against top lines and other teams?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of kind of communication, a lot of chemistry with our line. But I think it kind of comes down to, obviously, Bax and Colsey. They're two smart, hardworking defensive players as well, right? So they're good at kind of locking it down. So I think us as a line, we just kind of go out there and we work hard and we don't want to give up much. I think we all kind of take pride in going up against other teams, top players, and we take pride in wanting to shut them down every night, right? So that's kind of been our role here the last couple of games, we just kind of go out there and just kind of play as hard as we can.
Do you find your scoreboard watching at this point, or is it a little early for that to raise you?
I'm kind of a hockey guy, so I kind of been watching kind of the scoreboard since game one. So I've been watching, but I think it's, again, like you said, really kind of early to kind of really cheer for other teams, or cheer for other teams to kind of beat guys and all that, because it's going to happen. Teams are going to lose, and we just gotta really just worry about ourselves, and that's all you can control at the end of the day. And teams are going to win, and again, all you can do is just control yourself, right? So that's our kind of attitude in here, and that's our mindset.